so many animals in the jungle more powerful than the lion. Stronger, taller, bigger, more intelligent. And yet the lion eats all of them for lunch. As a matter of fact, when the lion sees an elephant, he simply thinks lunch. Why is the lion the leader? Because of attitude. Write it down. Just attitude. Attitude comes from your belief system, and it produces confidence. The lion believes that he can eat an elephant. That belief becomes the source of his confidence, and so he moves toward the elephant. The elephant is 50 times more powerful, 100 times bigger, 80 times more intelligent, 60% more powerful, and yet the lion eats him for lunch. Why? Because the lion's attitude reduces that elephant to a meal. This is why he's the leader. Leadership is 80% mentality, attitude, and 20% skill. And this is why skillful people work for those with the right attitude. If God created you to dominate, then the capacity to dominate is in you. Do you get the principle? Okay, so whatever you were born to do is built in. So here's what I want you to take a look at then. Conception does not guarantee manifestation. Now what I mean by that is, a bird and a fish were created by God. The fish was created to do what? Swim. So fish do not attend swimming lessons. I know it sounds simple, but it's very important. Why? Because swim is built into the fish. Why? Because God demanded the fish to swim. So he put the ability in it. Birds were designed by God to fly. So birds don't attend flight school. There are only two animals on the planet that the Creator identified himself with. The first one is the eagle. The eagle. And the second animal is the lion. And when I identified those two animals as his favorite to identify himself with, I recognized I better study these two animals, because if he is the leader of the universe and I want to be a leader on earth, I better find out the nature of these animals and also the attitude of these animals. And I discovered that both of them are the kings of their domain. The eagle is the king of the bird. Lion is the king of the animal kingdom. But let's talk a little bit about the lion. The lion has what I call the spirit of leadership. And this word spirit here is referring to attitude. Everybody say attitude. A leader has an attitude that makes him or her different from followers. Now, the lion is the king of the jungle, but the lion to me is a great source of encouragement to all of us. I want you to write this down. Remember this as long as you live. Number one, the lion is not the tallest animal in the jungle. Number two, the lion is not the largest animal in the jungle. Number three, the lion is not the heaviest animal in the jungle. Number four, the lion is not the smartest animal or the most intelligent animal in the jungle. And yet, when he shows up, they all run away. Well, here's one of my favorite quotes that I put in my books, and I believe it really brings home the point. An army of sheep led by a lion will always defeat an army of lions led by a sheep. And the answers to that dilemma is this: because leadership can transform cowards into violent warriors. The right kind of leadership can transform a timid into bold people who are fearless. Leadership is that powerful. Leadership can walk into a camp of depressed people, and in 20 minutes they have turned on into unbelievable, powerful armies. Because leadership determines everything. Those of you watching this TV program, I want you to write this word down. Write the word obedience down. You're going to get a revelation of obedience you ain't never had before. Because I never had it before myself. Everybody say obey. Do you know that obedience is simply the adherence to the principles of a manufacturer? Listen to it. Obedience is submission or adherence to the laws and the principles of a manufacturer. That's obedience. This is very, very serious. The only way to be obedient is to do what the manufacturer says to do about his product. I'm going to say it again. It's very subtle. Obedience is not doing what anyone else says.
That's right.
Obedience is only obedience when you adhere to the principles of the manufacturer of the product. Then you are obedient. A good example. If you bought this guitar, I am certain that the manufacturer would send a manual with the guitar, and he would have in the manual, you're going to get blessed today, his word. Oh, glory to God. And that's all you get from him, his word. Some of you getting it. I can see it on your face. All you got is his word. And his word tells you how to make this work and how to not destroy it. And all you got is what? His word. What's that book full of? His principles of operation.
Yes.
Now, in every manual, there's a page called caution.